Hello YouTube, it is your boy B3, back with another kicking, you guessed it, action figure review. Today's review is over a figure I was super psyched for. The Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin King Sphinx figure from Hasbro. That's right, Hasbro now has kind of a deluxe villains line where they release like 2 deluxe villain figures at a time. I actually got this guy for under regular price, which was dope. And I got him from Gamestop, if you're wondering, but apparently they're very easy to find at Target. I don't have a local Target. I actually don't have a local Gamestop. I still got to drive like an hour to get to one, but, you know, sometimes the few times I do have to go out of town, you know, plus hunting for figures in the wild is more fun than just getting them online, right? But yeah, he's pretty cool. Here's the box. You know, you got that cool art on the front. King speaks himself. Art goes around. Big product shot on the back. Art on the side. Colored top. Legal stuff on the bottom. Pretty much what you were expecting. So this is pretty cool. Now let's bust him out of package. And here he is out of package. The King Sphinx from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Kind of surprised that King Sphinx is one of the first 2 they released. Pumpkin Wrapper makes sense because he's kind of a meme, but King Sphinx, I didn't know that King Sphinx was popular enough to be the first one in the line. And I'm sure that this deluxe villains line will be almost entirely Mighty Morphin, but hopefully we'll get some others later. There are a lot of Dino Thunder and SPD, as well as RPM villains that I really want, you know. Hopefully we'll get lots of those. And some Dino Charge ones that I really want too. More for the Sentai than Dino Charge, but still. We're actually going to move him to the side. Show the stuff he comes with. First up, he comes with this Scepter. It's like a question mark because Riddle of the Sphinx. And it has an energy effect, like it's got an energy effect like lots of figures in the Lightning Collection, but look at this cool, unique, stylized energy effect. Look at the question marks in it, like he's shooting the question marks out of his staff. That's cool as hell. 10 out of 10 on the energy effect, my dude. He has 2 relaxed hands that are on him, but he also comes with a fist hand and also a scepter holding hand. You know, 4 accessories, but they're good accessories. Yeah, you gotta admit. Now let's take a look at King Sphinx himself. This is actually a fantastic figure. This guy is so cool. I cannot wait to get my hands on Blumpkin Wrapper. Wow. Like, he's got some shading all over the body, which is more than can be said for a lot of Marvel Legends these days. The wings you have to plug in. I know they don't really flap or anything like on a hinge up here like Mattel Hawkman wings or anything, but I think that's because they didn't do that in the show. More than likely in the show they just kind of hung there. Haven't seen this guy's episode in a long time. Probably not since like 2015. But I mean, he's very, very cool. I like all the paint on here. You know, he's got like lots of hieroglyphics all over him. You know, detail and paint-wise, the only thing that I don't really like is the mouth. Because if we take a closer look at the mouth, you can see here that it's just gray. The inside of the mouth and his teeth are the same gray as his skin. The inside of the mouth should have been painted black, and the teeth should have been painted white, which is what it shows on the package art, not on the figure image on the package, but like, see, that's just plain gray all around. I wish it could have been painted like that. That's really my only gripe, detail and paint-wise, on this guy, to be honest. That's it. That's the only gripe. Articulation-wise, you got the up and down on the head and side to side and stuff. He's actually got more head articulation than I expected him to have. The arm articulation could be a little better. I really thought we were past this on adult collectible figures. The shoulder pads are attached like to the arm instead of like kind of up at the top on the torso. That might just be because of his headgear kind of gets in the way of that, but That also really hinders the out. I mean, the around is fine, but the in and out, that really hinders it. That's a heavy, heavy hindrance. He's got the bicep swivel, double elbow bend, wrist rotation, forward and back on the wrist. You know, you got all this torso movement, and then the waist crunch. Pretty cool. In and out on the leg, forward, not too far back, but back. Thigh swivel. Double knee bend. Come on, there we go. The foot articulation is a little interesting here. He doesn't have a boot to swivel like lots of the Rangers have, so it's kind of just got it right here, lower instead, so that it doesn't cut through that detail. And he does have a regular ankle pivot and up and down, peg holes on the bottom of the feet, but he stands really well. Like, even with the wings, he's actually very well balanced. I kind of give that to his large feet. His large feet probably help with that. The wings, after you plug them in, go up and down like that, in and out. And then, I did not expect this. Tail articulation? What? Like, wow. Did not expect tail articulation. That's pretty cool. What a dope fig. That's some great articulation. So yeah, now we're going to do some size comparisons. Here's our King Sphinx with some with some Rangers. On the left, I wanted to show him with one male and one female Ranger, but I also wanted to show him with one of the Rangers he fought. So on the left, here's the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger, and on the right, the Yellow in Space Ranger. He's huge! Wow, I don't think he was this big in the show, but to be completely honest, I'm glad he's this big as a figure. It makes him more imposing and stuff, you know? Because in the show, it's a guy in a suit, so he's like way bulkier than the Rangers, but he's not that much taller than them. But I love how the figures, like Hasbro was just like, fuck it, make him huge. And I'm like, that's dope! I'd rather have him bigger like this. It's awesome. I mean, look at him. Plus, in the show, I'm not gonna lie, when the villains make their big entrance, they always kind of look bigger than they really are. Because it's like... it's like, the way the shots are framed from the Sentai. And also, they always have, like, the putties run up. And the putties are always, like, crouched low to the ground, which makes the Monster of the Week look huge. So, yeah, you know, like, you can see how this is, like, really preferred. Because they kind of use the camera to make him look bigger like this anyways. But the fact that the figure just actually is this big really makes me happy. Here he is with some of the baddies from Mighty Morphin. Look at him dwarfing Lord Zed here on the left. That's the single release Lord Zed, by the way. And then on your right here, we actually have one of the Putty Patrollers from the Pulse exclusive 2-pack. And I actually really like that scaling. Not sure how I feel about him being so much bigger than Zed, but I still think it's cool. And I do want to show this real quick. So let's move them. And just, you know, like, let's just throw in Goldar. This is the GameStop Goldar. I didn't feel the need to buy both the winged and unwinged Goldar, to be completely honest. Especially since that and paint apps were really the only difference that I think. And then here, this is actually the Legacy Collection Build-A-Megazord Mighty Morphin Megazord. And he looks really good with it. Like, look at that! That's a pretty good comparison, don't you think? You know, he's a smidge shorter, but I think it's fine. So, you know, if you want to put him up with your Build-A-Megazords from a while back, from the Bandai Adult Collectible line, like, it kind of fits. And then, if you have a lot of SH figure arts, Super Sentai figures, and you want to see what he'll scale like with a figure art, here's a SH Figure Arts web shop exclusive Kamen Rider Amazon's Sigma. Or Kamen Rider Amazon Sigma, sorry. He's from Amazons, but he's just Amazon Sigma. Maybe much too big for figure arts. I mean, I have a couple Super Sentai figure art teams with, like, a couple extra Rangers, but they're kind of an intricate display, and they're the same size as the Riders anyways. So that's that. And if you kind of want to see him next to, like, an Ultraman for when he grows big, this is a 6-inch Ultraman figure, the Safubi Spirits Ultraman Victory. He kind of dwarfs that Ultraman, which I didn't super expect. I thought it'd look better, to be honest, but so I'm not super feeling that. And let's show him with the Godzilla Kaiju just for fun. Here he is with the YMSF Gabara. This is the I believe this was actually the first release of the open mouth version. I got it at G-Fest. I don't think that's bad. I think that's okay, you know? I mean, here he is with Kong, Nezuko. That's okay. Show him with 95 Gamera. Probably a little big for 95 Gamera Movie Monster series, you know? And then how about the Bandai Creation second sculpt for the 54 Godzilla? Too big for that too. You know what? Let's try this out, actually. Here is my Ban Presto 8-inch 2003 Godzilla. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm digging that. I really love this Ban Presto Godzilla, by the way. A friend picked it up for me at a con. I couldn't attend the con with them at the time. This was many years ago because of school. But yeah, now we're going to show a couple more Power Rangers figures. Here he is with some from the current kids toy line. At the time of recording this, Dino Fury has not premiered. I'm actually recording this, I think, the day before Dino Fury premieres, but I haven't seen any of the toys on shelves yet. Here is Drilltron and Beast Morphers Blue from their kids line, which is just the Beast Morphers toy line. You know, they're a little smaller than the Lightning Collection, but maybe once you get him posed up, I think you could work it. I feel like he looks bad with the Drillroid, because he's like much too big for the Drill. Did I say Drillroid? It's Drilltron in the West. It's Drillroid in the East. Sorry. You may be a little big for them. Or not. I'll let you be the judge on this one. I'll let you be the judge on that one, friends. And to be honest, I was kind of going to stop comparing Ranger figures to these. If you watch a lot of my Ranger reviews, you might have noticed I did not compare the metallic Lightning Collection MMPR Pink with these figures, even though I normally use them in size comparisons for Lightning Collection. I was trying to phase them out since I don't collect a lot of the Sentai Hero series and the Legacy line isn't relevant anymore, but I really wanted to show them with King Sphinx. Here on the left is the GameStop exclusive Dragon Shield Red Ranger, aka Armored Red Ranger from Mighty Morphin. This is from the Bandai Legacy line. And then on the right, the Sentai Hero Series Zuyo Whale. I think they might actually look the best with King Sphinx, oddly enough, because King Sphinx is so large, and these are my largest Sentai and Ranger figures. I might get the Sentai Hero stuff for the show that's about to drop. Zenkaiger, something like that. The big anniversary show with the Rainbow Ranger. Yeah, it looks so good. I haven't been excited for a Sentai since Kyoryuger, so I'm actually, even Real Soldier I wasn't very excited for, but I'm really excited for this one. But I think they look the best with him, to be honest. Maybe not detail and paint-wise, or articulation-wise, but like size-wise, I think they look pretty good with him. So, what are my final thoughts on the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin King Sphinx from Hasbro? I'm very grateful for this deluxe villain line. I have to give a shout out to Hasbro, honestly, for just being so committed to giving us villains, not only in the adult collectible line, but in the kids lines as well. Thank you so much for that, Hasbro. The kids, you know, the kids want the villains for playtime, and also, you know, the adults want the villains for, like, collectibles and nostalgia and stuff, like, to kind of pit them against ours as well. And plus, most out-of-box collectors play with their toys, even if they say they don't. But I mean, this is a very cool figure. I cannot wait to get Pumpkin Wrapper. The next two have been leaked. Not images of them, but like just what they are has been linked or leaked. I don't remember. One of them's like the piranha guy. I don't remember what the other one is. I really want the turtle with the stoplight and a Rito. You know. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I gotta say, I'm gonna see you all next time.